The biggest complaint we all have made at some point in our lives is I don't have the time. And the bitter truth is, if you want to pursue a goal or want to create some sort of positive shift in your life, you will need to make time to take action and get some freaking results. So in the last two videos, we talked about how to manage your everyday overwhelm and how to take care of your current deadline so that you can pursue something new. And today we are going to identify free time blocks or create some in our daily schedule so that we can actually take the action associated with the new goals that we want to pursue and all the things that we want to do in this new season of our lives. And I know most of you will say that I don't have any free time blocks in my daily schedule, and I can say that too. Like, I have said that for years, and just like you, I'm working on it. Okay, so I want to remind you that we all have the tendency to fill our time with stuff, especially when we are on an autopilot mode and we don't even realize it. Okay, like just we get up, get ready for work, and come back home and watch TV and maybe have dinner, cook dinner or whatever, run everyday errands, household chores and all of that stuff. Or maybe on weekends just doing laundry, cleaning house, organizing stuff, going to the movies, seeing our friends and family, and then dreading Monday mornings. And this is a vicious cycle that most people get stuck in, and I have been guilty of being in that space for so many years, and I know exactly how it feels. So let's talk about how can we create these free time blocks in our daily schedule. And I want to tell you that there are really practical ways of doing that if you really intend to. That's the number one requirement. So the first thing that you would need to do to find those free time blocks in your daily schedule is to calendar block the obvious stuff. That means having on your calendar all the things that you have to do day in and day out at your home, at your work, and all of that. And the second thing that you would need to do is to manage your current deadlines and what you have on your plate right now. Because if you are constantly pressured and frustrated and consumed by all the pending stuff and deadlines and errands, all of that stuff, you would not be able to do something new or work on something else. And that's what happens to our goals. We set these goals and weeks go by, months go by, and we just tell ourselves or others that I could not find the time, I don't have the energy, I don't know how to make it happen, right? So if you have been following along with me in this 90 days journey and you have already calendar blocked the office stuff, if you have already taken care of your deadlines and all, here is what you can do to get started with creating those free time blocks and taking action on your new goals and projects or the change that you want to create in your life. So if you have a personal goal, let's say a fitness goal, maybe you want to do some DIY project, you want to do something for your home or something like that. Okay, maybe you want to learn to cook healthy recipes or something like that. It could be just anything. Okay, what you can do is find 30 to 60 minutes of time blocks in your mornings or your evenings. Okay, or maybe both if you can. Again, totally depends on you. But if you're really intending to pursue a goal, to create a change or shift, you will have to find those 30 to 60 minute time blocks, maybe 30 minutes in the morning and 30 minutes in the evening, or maybe a 40 to 60 minutes time block in morning or in evening. It depends on your schedule, and you will reserve that time block to work on that goal for 5 times a week. And the reason I'm saying 5 times a week is because I know life happens, things come up, and sometimes you might not be able to use that time for working on that goal, and that's perfectly fine. But just think about it. If you have 5 blocks in your week to work on that goal, and even if you can just make use of 2 or 3 of them, okay, every single week for, let's say, a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, don't you think you are going to see results? And don't you think you are going to see a lot of progress? I think that makes sense, right? And if your goal is more like starting a side hustle, expanding your business, or maybe having some sort of career shift, or maybe a change of your work profile, you would need to find like 2 to 3 hour time block somewhere in your week to work on that. Like maybe you would need to learn new skills, maybe you would need to take up a class or a training, or maybe you will need to brainstorm certain strategies or analyze certain things. So you would need a dedicated time block where you can do some deep work associated with that particular thing, that particular goal. Okay, so for that, what you can do is you can try and find out, again looking at your calendar, that 2 to 3 hours time block, maybe on Fridays, or like Friday evenings, or let's say Saturday afternoons or Sunday afternoons, or maybe you can have like 2 hours on Friday afternoon, 2 hours on Sunday afternoon, or maybe you can do it like Friday night and Saturday night, so that Sunday you can just chill and do other stuff. So again, you have to be creative and you have to find ways, and I'll say that again and again, it's really about you intending to take action, otherwise it's not going to happen. Okay, and yes, we will have to make shifts. It's never easy, but it is 1000% possible, and I'm just giving you some practical things to do, and it's not going to work. This is not theory. This is something that you will have to take action on. You will have to think, you will have to be smart, you will have to get creative, you will have to communicate with your friends, family, like people around you. You will have to set boundaries to make all of that happen. But I want to assure you that this is possible. Okay, and there's one more benefit that you need to know about creating these free time blocks for working on your new goals and your growth and expansion, and that is, it allows you to be more present in your daily life. It allows you to be more present with your family, at your work. It allows you to concentrate better, and you will be more likely to resist the urge of watching a YouTube video on how to do this and how to do that, and just waste your time researching on rental stuff without actually getting something done. Okay, it will also help you stay on the top of your game at your work, in your business, whatever you pursue, and more present at home with your family and friends, while giving you the time and the energy to actually work towards those big goals, towards those new changes, and see some massive results, see some tangible results for all your effort. And we are going to talk more about it in the upcoming days, so make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.